Ann-Margret has always been a legend, an actress and singer whose name is synonymous with the golden age of Hollywood glamour. But at 84, she is finally ready to speak plainly about one of the most enduring and romanticized chapters of her life, her relationship with Elvis Presley. For decades, fans have speculated, imagined, and built myths around their chemistry in Viva Las Vegas. But Ann-Margret's story has remained largely private. Now, with a lifetime of perspective, she reveals what was real, what was never meant to last, and what she still carries in her heart. This is not a scandalous confession. It is a deeply personal reflection on love, fame, and the cost of being two icons trapped in a world that demanded perfection. From Sweden to Hollywood, Ann-Margret was born Ann-Margret Olsen on April 28, 1941, in the tiny Swedish village of Volön, a remote place far removed from Hollywood's bright lights. At 5, she and her mother emigrated to the United States, joining her father in the Chicago area. The transition was difficult, but Ann-Margret quickly adapted, displaying a natural talent for performing. She studied at Northwestern University, where her singing and dancing abilities began to shine. Her breakthrough came when legendary comedian George Burns discovered her and gave her a chance to perform in Las Vegas. Soon after, Hollywood came calling. Her film debut in Pocketful of Miracles, 1961, was followed by her star-making role in Bye Bye Birdie, 1963, where her vibrant performance and sultry voice made her a household name. Rising star and sex symbol, by the early 1960s, Ann-Margret had become one of Hollywood's most magnetic young talents. Her appearance in Bye Bye Birdie not only launched her acting career, but also produced a hit record, solidifying her as a multi-talented performer. She quickly found herself working alongside some of the biggest names in entertainment, including Elvis Presley in Viva Las Vegas, 1964, and later legends like Jack Nicholson, Steve McQueen, and John Wayne. Initially, the industry boxed her into the role of a glamorous sex symbol. Yet Ann-Margret refused to remain trapped in that image. She worked tirelessly to prove her range, pushing for roles that challenged her and showcased her depth as an actress. Her determination would eventually earn her the respect she deserved. The actress who redefined herself. Ann-Margret's ambition paid off when she delivered a fearless performance in Carnal Knowledge, 1971, opposite Jack Nicholson. The role was a major departure from her earlier image and earned her an Academy Award nomination. She followed that with another powerful performance in Tommy, 1975, the film adaptation of The Who's rock opera. Her portrayal was intense, emotionally raw, and unforgettable. Another Oscar nomination followed. In the decades that followed, she continued to prove her versatility, moving between television and film with ease. Her career in the 1980s and 90s included roles in acclaimed TV films and hit comedies like Grumpy Old Men, 1993, where her comedic timing and charm reminded audiences that she could do it all. A musical force beyond the screen. Ann-Margret's career was not limited to acting. Her sultry, expressive voice made her a celebrated musical performer. In the 1960s, she released several albums and even earned a Grammy nomination. She toured extensively, headlining shows in Las Vegas and beyond, where her stage presence and daring energy became legendary. She performed jazz, pop, and rock with equal ease, always bringing a sense of electric glamour to the stage. Her musical talents became part of her identity, and she continued to record and perform well into her later years. Her stage shows weren't just concerts, they were events, often featuring her iconic motorcycle entrance, which became a signature of her fearless persona. A career of enduring accolades. Ann-Margret's achievements earned her a remarkable legacy. She won 5 Golden Globe Awards, earned 2 Academy Award nominations, and received an Emmy for her performance in Who Will Love My Children, 1983. In 2010, she received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and later, the Screen Actors Guild honored her with a Lifetime Achievement Award. These accolades reflect her enduring impact across film, television, and music. She continued working well into later years, proving that her talent never faded. Films like Grumpier Old Men, 1995, Any Given Sunday, 1999, and Taxi, 2004, showed her ability to adapt to new genres while remaining undeniably captivating. Her later work in The Breakup, 2006, and The Santa Claus 3, 2006, also reminded audiences of her enduring charm and warmth. Theater, TV, and a new kind of power. In 1984, Ann-Margret took on one of her most critically acclaimed roles in the television adaptation of A Streetcar Named Desire. Playing Blanche Dubois, she brought vulnerability, sophistication, and raw emotion to a role. Immortalized by Vivien Leigh, her performance earned her a Golden Globe and widespread critical praise, while the production won multiple Emmy Awards. In 2010, she delivered another standout performance on Law & Order, SVU, winning an Emmy for Outstanding Guest Actress. These roles showcased her ability to portray complex, deeply human characters, proving that her talent extended far beyond the glamorous roles of her early career. A love story that lasted a lifetime. Ann-Margret's personal life was anchored by her marriage to actor and manager Roger Smith. The couple wed in 1967, and their partnership lasted 50 years until Smith's death in 2017. He became her manager, fiercely protecting her career while supporting her personal life. Together, they raised 3 children from Smith's previous marriage, building a blended family that remained private and strong. Their bond was rare in Hollywood, a true partnership rooted in loyalty and love. Even as Smith battled a debilitating neuromuscular disease, Ann-Margret remained by his side, demonstrating the quiet resilience that defined her life off-screen. The Elvis Presley truth. Love and limits, but the story that continues to fascinate fans is her relationship with Elvis Presley. Their romance began during the filming of Viva Las Vegas in 1964, when their on-screen chemistry quickly became real. Ann-Margret now describes their connection as intense, passionate, and deeply emotional. She recalls how Elvis made her laugh like no one else, and how they shared private moments that matched the electricity of their performances. Yet she also acknowledges the limits imposed by Elvis's life, his relationship with Priscilla, and the intense demands of fame. Their love was real, she says, but unsustainable. Still, she never spoke ill of him, either during his life or after his death. Her silence was born of respect, not denial. Elvis was kind, funny, and deeply human, and she knew it. Outro, a final love letter. Now at 84, Ann-Margret speaks with the clarity of time. She shares her truth about Elvis not as a scandal, but as a tribute to the man she knew behind the legend. She reveals the tender detail that he continued to send her flowers shaped like a guitar every time she opened a show in Las Vegas. Even after their romance ended, she never threw them away. That simple act, silent, personal, and enduring, reveals the depth of what they shared. Ann-Margret's story is a reminder that love, like fame, can be complicated, beautiful, and heartbreaking. And though the world may remember her as a dazzling star, her truth now shines brightest as a testament to a life lived fully, honestly, and with grace.